Hi everyone, these are the things I learned from the indoctrination teaching of Brother Eli Day 14, held on the 23rd of June 2021. Brother Eli talked about baptism, talked about the church as the eternal purpose of God. He said the name of God the Father is in the church, that the name of God is in the church, and the only place where baptism should also be done is in the church. And he defined baptism as an act of faith. He said it should be done in the referred place, which is a place where the name of God is being called. And he said baptism should not just be done anyhow by anybody. That if you want to be baptized, we should also consider the person that wants to baptize us. Is that person worthy to be a baptizer? We should also consider that. Then he shared the book of Exodus 20 verse 7, that thou shalt not take the name of God in vain. He said there is a permanent location in the name of the Father, that is the house of God. So he said the house of God is the permanent location where the name of God the Father can be found. So he also shared the book of Matthew 24 verse 4, that let no man deceive you, for many will come using the name of the Father. Not everybody that calls the name of God the Father that is worthy of calling him, because some people will call his name falsely. So we should also be careful. And for us to be baptized also, we should be very careful of the person that is baptizing us, and to be sure if that person is worthy to baptize us. Brother Eli said that there are many enemies of God who take the name of God in vain. He said the name of the true God is in his house, that is the church. We should be baptized in the name of the Father. He shared the book of Hebrews 3 verse 6, that Christ as a son over his own house. So Christ is the head of the house of God. So Christ is the head of the church. He is the head of the house of God. And he also said we are the temple of God. The Spirit of God dwell in us. And he said the temple of God is the house of God. He said the temple of God is the house of God, which means we are the temple of God. I also shared the book of Ezra 7 verse 23, that whatsoever is commanded by God of heaven should be diligently done in the house of God. Whatsoever is commanded by God to us, we should do it diligently with all our heart. We should do it diligently in order to make sure that we do it towards good works, in order to make the name and the gospel of Christ expand. Then Brother Eli also asked some questions, that how is baptism done? He said, can we baptize children? He also asked that, can you be baptized? And he said, who will decide how you'll be baptized? Who will decide how you'll be baptized? He said, the early Christians were baptized in the church, so baptism should be done in the church, in no other place but the church. The baptizer should also be someone that can teach the doctrine of Jesus perfectly. The baptizer also should be someone that can lead people to Christ, and not the person that will lead people astray. So these are the things I learned from the indoctrination teaching of the 23rd June 2021. Thank you.